The topic is stress and anxiety. So this topic we are covering under Let's Fight Depression Cause. This is being organized under a particular NGO. So let's not take much tension and go into action. So about me, I'm Dr. Priyali Sarkar. I am the founder and president of the Agape Charitable Society, under which this particular webinar is being organized. And this we organized in just a span of 4 hours after Sushant Singh Rajput's suicide. We were talking about that in a particular group, and suddenly we thought the need of actually talking about the things that matter to most people. Because writing posts on FB or keeping some status in WhatsApp actually do not reach many people. So because we physios are under one group, we thought of to conduct a program, and we organized this on that day itself. And I'm very glad for all the speakers who actually came and joined hands with me to work with me together under this NGO. So, and also I'm the founder and director of Healing Touch Physiotherapy Clinic. That's my very own clinic. And I am a businesswoman, and I own an organic skincare products company too. So that's about your speaker. And now going into the topic. So before I go into the topic, I must tell you that I interact more with you people and speak very less. Now, why is this not moving? Now, so let's start the stress session. Now, how many of you are stressed right now? Can you please raise your hands? My hand will be up right now because the start of the session gave me real headache. I was so stressed that people all came out for this session, and I won't be able to even take you through this session. I was so stressed right now. Yeah, many hands are raising. Yes, we all are under stress. But now let's go ahead and understand what actually stress is. We feel everything we are going under might be stress, but that not might be true. So let's understand what is stress and what is anxiety. Let me clear it to you that stress is different, anxiety is different. So what is stress? As you can see it here, stress is a response to a threat in a situation. So what exactly is stress? So it is a response that we give to a particular situation that is threatening the peace of our mind that is right now. So before the session started, before today the day started for you people, how many of you started the day with the stress? Maybe last night you are thinking a lot about what will happen today, so that might have led to you to stress. Many will wake up with a pre-planned schedule for today. See, you sleep to yesterday night, you go to sleep, but you plan a whole schedule of today, yesterday night itself only. So when that schedule gets hampered here and there, what happens? We go under stress. Now, what is anxiety? Anxiety is exactly the response to stress. That means they both coexist, just like soul sisters. When stress is there, anxiety is there. But if stress is not there, anxiety is not at all there. So let's start stopping where stress is there. If we can stop the stress, I guess there won't be any anxiety also. Now, going to the next slide. Why are we stressed actually? This is something very interesting to know, because most of the time we think stress is a negative word. Let me tell you, stress is not a negative thing. There are also positive stress that we take. So now, the situations and pressures that cause stress are known as stressors. It's simple. Something is causing you stress, either it is positive or negative, that is called as a stressor. Let's take time to identify our stressors. So what are our stressors? For me, the Wi-Fi was a stressor. Right now, the Wi-Fi was the biggest stressor to me. And before that, the entire day I had a very peaceful, start, because I thought, okay, it's going to be good today. When a minute before the start of the session, it actually changed the entire scenario. That gave me negative stress. So that is a negative stressor for me. That means anything that puts high demand on you can be a stressful. Now, what stressors can be negative and positive. So, what is a positive stress? What is a negative stress? Now, let me explain to you. We all went to amusement parks, right? Where they have these exhibitions and all, where they display the Mary Columbus, this one, what the round wheel, what do we call that? The giant wheel.
Giant wheel.
Exactly. The giant wheel, the Mary Columbus, everything. Now, imagine yourself Mary Columbus. Okay, just let's go back to our childhood. Let's go back to the exhibition we went with our parents and just imagine the Mary Columbus. Now, where do you want to sit? I am that person who used to sit in the middle row near the rod, holding the rod very tight. Then there will be people who will be sitting in the last row. You know, so there is a difference between that. So where are you sitting right now? Imagine that. Where you want to sit? Imagine that. Now, after this, the Mary Columbus starts. There will be two kind of people. One who will hold the rod real tight and scream out of fear. That is me. And there will be few people sitting in the last row, but they will keep their hands up in the air and they too will scream, but that will be out of excitement. The speed of the Mary Columbus is the same for both of us. We both bought the same ticket with the same price, but then there's a different reaction. So that different reaction is what a positive and negative stress is. For us, we are afraid of what might happen. For the positive stress is something which is giving you excitement, which is giving you enjoyment, but at the same time you will feel stressed. Like example, you are preparing for an exam. What we usually do, we skip all the 6 months, we enjoy all the 6 months just a day before the exam. We can say it's a night before the exam. We will keep all the books in front of us, we will keep on studying, and then by the morning of the exam we will be too stressed. That is a negative stress. What is a positive stress? First, suppose you are getting married, you are working for your marriage. There is stress, but that is a positive stress which is giving you happiness. So, the difference between the negative and positive stress is how you take your stressor, how you define your stressor, and how actually are you dealing with the stressor. Everyone understood this point? If you have any questions, please post it in the chat. Now, going next to, now we understood what are stresses. Now, what exactly are these symptoms? These are the symptoms, common symptoms of stress. So, when we are so much stressed, there is irritability and anger, loss of appetite, poor sleep, fatigue, chest pain, acne, back pain, headaches, lack of energy, digestive problems, lack of motivation. But what is more common in this? These are all the symptoms that everyone has. At least one or two we keep on getting that. But the main thing we lose in stress is sleep. The first thing that affects us is the sleep, because when you keep on thinking about something, sometimes we overthink that. When we overthink these things, we definitely lose our sleep, because what happens is, when we can't control a situation, we imagine various ways according to which we can try to control the situation, but we definitely know that that is not the answer. We try to figure out all the answers with the clumsy thoughts in head. The stress starts showing upon you, and that is where the anxiety takes place. When anxiety and stress are present, then definitely that is the most dangerous thing that your health get affected. Now, after the common stress symptoms, these are very common, which leads to major symptoms that are followed next. Now, see, depression, which we all are facing, headaches. There are different kinds of headaches like migraines, cluster headaches, many things that we have there. Crying, quite often we don't go for crying in the daytime. What we do is usually we lock ourselves in the room at night, keep a blanket over us, then we start crying when no one is watching. And again in the morning, we are back to our normal selves, because we are very good at being Oscar actors when it comes to showing that smile on our face. We want to be very strong for the world. I don't know. I don't understand why. And then we have anger, which we show on our very dear people. We don't show it on strangers or someone else, because we know they'll give it back to us. So we will show it on our family, on our friends, on our circle, because you know very well that whatever happens, they will stay with you. Then insomnia, I told you the sleep thing, the very first thing. Now, how much stress is too much? Let me tell you. So, you went to a hotel with your friends. You ordered some good biryani right now. There is an amount of food that you can take, right? someone is eating a whole biryani, doesn't mean you can eat the whole biryani. You can actually eat very little less. Some can eat more. It depends upon the capability of person to person. Because someone is strong enough to tackle all the pain by themselves, doesn't mean watching them you also have to do the same. There is something called a saturation point. Every one of us has a saturation point. Please know that saturation point of yours, because once you don't realize that the pain is crossing your limit, when you try to keep a cap on your stress, suddenly it blows up. When it blows up suddenly, trust me, you can't even handle it, and everything in life goes haywire. That point you will lose everything, be it your career, be it your finances, be it your family. Now, how much stress is too much depends upon what kind of stress you're dealing with. First, suppose, what are the actual stress factors? Why are we so much stressed about? Because we have a family, because there are financial problems, because there are career problems, because there are relationship problems. But stress is different to each and every person. At the same time, the reason of stress is also different from person to person. Now, just because someone is taking so much stress in a promotion, doesn't mean you have to bear the same stress in your family too. They are different things. Please identify that. Once you identify the difference between the causes that are giving you stress, you can start separating on how you react to your people, because that is a major problem we are facing. We don't know how to react, we don't know where to react, and in the first place, we don't know how to tackle the stress. Now, we lived so long without stress, so let's break up with it. What's the point of living together with something that is giving so much negativity? So let's take time to break up with it, and I'm breaking up with my stress now along with you. So you people, please be right. So this is one of my favorite author, Paulo Coelho, and this is something very important you have to see. Anxiety was born in the very same moment as mankind, and since we will never be able to master it, we will have to learn to live with it, just as we have learned to live with the storms. Now, COVID happened. How many of us have actually dreamt before March that we will all be confined to our houses, our rooms for months long? No one, right? We don't even know that it's striking us. But right now, what we are doing in the starting, we panicked a lot. We don't know what to do. There are no essential commodities available. We don't know whom we are losing. We don't know what actually is happening. So we all were in anxiety. It was not stress. We were in anxiety mode. But now, as days passed by, the severity is still, it's still more than before. It's still severe than before. But still, we started learning to live with it. Now, Corona and we are living together, right? We don't know a person from the next apartment might be having Corona, but still we are living together, because we know we can't do anything about it. So we are actually adjusting our lifestyle to deal with it. The same way, anxiety and stress, we have to live with it. Now, when you live with it, it might be stressful sometimes because it's negative, it can get on our nerves sometimes. We will come up with a few ways where we can actually start dealing with it. So let's make a deal with the stress and anxiety right now. Techniques to relieve stress. So there are few techniques to relieve stress, but when you're stressed at home, when your loved ones are stressed next to you, you can't always run to a therapist, because there is a taboo, as Dr. Manmohita said, that going to a counselor, going to a psychological expert, it is still considered as a taboo in our society. So let's deal it with ourselves at home. But when it is really severe, when it is not, it's not under your capacity to deal with, please go and consult a doctor. There is no problem in going to a doctor. Yeah. See, when someone with a paralysis is coming to a physiotherapist, are we not treating them? Same thing. If we have the mental health is as important as physical health also. Let's concentrate on our mental health. Now, techniques to relieve stress. I request everyone to on your videos now. Let's do these exercises together. Everyone, please on your videos. This is really fun. Don't concentrate on the slide, concentrate on me, everyone. So it's audible to everyone, right? Am I audible to everyone? Okay. Now, everyone sit straight. Sit straight. But be comfortable. Be very comfortable. Sit straight. Now, you have your two palms, right? Now, keep your two palms. One right hand, keep it on your chest, exactly below the neck. This right hand, keep it on your chest in a straight motion, straight way. It has to be straight line. The second palm, keep it on your belly, where the third finger covers your belly button. It has to cover your belly button. This third finger has to cover your belly button. Now, keep it on your belly. Left hand on your belly button, covering the entire belly, and the right hand on your chest. Now, sit straight. Smile, everyone. This is not a serious exercise, so you can keep smiling. Now, what you'll do is inhale as much amount of air as you can and fill your belly. First step. After breathing as much amount as you can, slowly release it with your mouth. Now you breathe the air through your nose and release it with your mouth. Watch me doing it, so we can do it on count of 1, 2, 3. Now, so let's start it. 1, 2, 3. Everyone, breathe in with your nose. Now open it with your mouth outside. You will feel the air filling your belly like a balloon. Can you feel that? Until you feel that, please take the air inside. Again. You can open your mouth wide also. For one last time, we'll repeat this exercise. Again, ready? 1, 2, 3. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now, how do you feel? See for yourself. Because the air keeps going in and the air keeps coming out, it is like fix in your mind that you are breathing in positivity and leaving out negativity. You all understood the exercise, right? So let's do one more time. Now sink it in your mind that you are breathing in positivity and breathing out the negativity. Or you can take this way: breathe in your stressors, breathe in the stress relief and breathe out your stressor. Ready? 1, 2, 3. So that's your first exercise. Everyone understood this, right? If you have any confusion, please post it in the chat box. Now let's go for the second exercise. This is my favorite one here. This is called as Japanese hand technique. So coming to the Japanese hand technique. Is everyone able to follow this? This is your palm. Now coming to your palm, every finger, every muscle connects to something to your body and deals with some stress of your body. So it is self-explanatory here. The thumb finger deals with worry, and this pointing finger, index finger deals with fear, middle finger anger, the ring finger is sadness, and the little one is the self-esteem. Now what you have to do is, when you're stressed out or when you're actually free also, keep this palm like this, and with the other hand hold the entire thumb like this. When you hold it entirely like this, in 1 minute you will feel a palpitating sensation. At the same time, the thumb finger starts giving out some heat. That is when your pain path will get activated and it will give you stress relief. So now I'm going with the exercise now. You will start with the thumb finger holding it tight. Once you understand there is a palpitating sensation in the thumb, again you will go with the index finger. Cover it completely. Yes, exactly. So once you start covering it, it's more like you're giving warmth to that finger from your other hand. Again, next go to the third finger. Keep it until you realize there is a palpitation sensation. Now, the ring finger and the little finger. So this will take at least 2.5 to 3 minutes to exactly know that entire hand. You'll get the palpitating sensation and you'll feel the heat. Once this is done, according to the Japanese technique, it says that it relieves the pain pathway and gives a soothing sensation to yourself. So This is the second technique where you can do sitting wherever you are. Next, let's go to the third exercise. This exact again is the Japanese shiatsu technique. These all are self-explanatory. These all are things we can do wherever we are. Now, this middle of the palm. This middle of the palm is called as happy button. Like we have belly button, this is called as happy button. Exactly the middle of the palm. Now, what you will do is, with the thumb finger of the other hand, you will apply pressure on the exact middle point of the palm. When you do that, you keep massaging the middle point. So when you keep massaging the middle point for 1 minute, it completely relaxes the other five fingers, and the other five fingers we did it before. What exactly they are releasing, right? Anger, worry, depression, and everything. Sad. So now once you do this, it activates all these five fingers. Then again, the same relief will be given to you. This is step one. So the palm will be out. The thumb finger will be kept on the middle of the palm, and you keep massaging it for 1 minute. Now, the second thing. This is a stretching exercise which we all usually do, but we exactly don't know how to do it and why we have to do it. Everyone keep your left hand out like this in the downward position in a straight way. Keep it in a straight way. Once you keep it in a straight way, take your right hand. The middle finger has to be exactly on the this one phalanges. So, and cover the entire. See, the palm should be like this. These two fingers should cover the upper palm, and these two fingers should cover these fingers. Now give a stretch back. Keep the hand straight. Give a stretch back. When you give a stretch back, you have to feel the stretch near your shoulder. After you give your stretch for 5 seconds, release it slowly. And again shift the hand the same way. You'll keep it and give the stretch. So why this stretch is important is, when you do this stretch, it relieves the neck, shoulder muscles accordingly, and the neck muscles also. When you are so stressed, the entire head weight falls on the neck and the shoulders. So when you start relieving this area, it will be very easy for you to focus on your work. And then, now we did the happy button, we did this stretch. The same way we did the happy button, you can also massage your entire palm and activate the blood circulation. Slow motions, very slow motions. You keep doing this for 1 minute. This will clearly reduce your anxiety because your entire focus will be on your body. It will not be on any other things. It will be entirely on your body, so it will relieve your anxiety and stress. Now, this final thing, final point in this Japanese exercise, it actually relieved me 4 or 5 days back when I did it, because I was in some tension. I did it, I followed all this, and I had immediate relief. Now, flip your hand this way. Flip your hand entirely, and exactly on the top of the wrist, you will find the middle button. Keep exactly your thumb on that and start giving circular motion massage. Yes, when you do this, it will start activating your blood again, and this will clear your brain. So let's go. Should we go ahead with the exercises one by one? Now, the happy button, this one. Okay. Then this stretch for 5 seconds. Release. Then again, massage your entire palm. Slowly but with pressure. And then flip your hand, massage the top of your wrist. Simple. See, we can do all this sitting at home. There is no need to go anywhere. Even when you are in your office, even when you are in under stress, when you are sleeping also, you can do it, right? Now, next thing. This body scan meditation is used by yoga gurus and Reiki healers also. I don't know if I said the correct pronunciation, Reiki or Reiki, I don't know, but this is some method that takes your whole concentration to your body and your soul. Everyone must have heard of 7 chakras, right? The 7 chakras of your body. So this will mainly relieve the 7 chakras. So this body scan meditation, you can do it while you're lying or you can do it while you're sitting. Whichever position is free for you, whichever position you feel comfortable, please choose that position. Now, when you actually we are sitting in the sitting position right now, so let's sit. Now, keep your hands in this position and keep it on your stomach. So when you keep that, close your eyes. Close your eyes, and so I can't close my eyes because I have to tell you, you people can close your eyes. So when you close your eyes, bring your entire body's concentration to the end of your toes, starting from your toes. Keep moving your toes slowly. So when you're moving your toes, you need to focus on the toes movement of the both, from start from one side, then to move to the left. If you start from right side, move to the left side once the right toes are done. So when you are doing that scan, slowly concentrate if there is any pain you are feeling in any part of the toes or the leg fingers. Again, now next move to this left leg. If you feel there's any little discomfort in that particular area, now concentrate only on that particular area, and you have to work your no concentration from that towards the upper part of your body. So when you do this body scan meditation, it will take at least 15 to 20 minutes for you. So in this 15 to 20 minutes, your body will be connected to your soul because you will be completely immersed in your body scanning. So that means you will understand which part of your body needs help. At the same time, you will realize which part of your body needs your concentration. Once you clear the pain pathway there, then your body will be free of stress. So we discussed about mental health stresses, and this is about the physical stress, how we can relieve it. Now slowly from the toes, you will start going up to the crown of your head. This will take exactly 15 to 20 minutes, because once you start it, once you get the idea of how to do it, you will seriously love it. So this is how the body scan meditation is done. By doing this, what you can do is every muscle tension will be released, because you will understand where exactly the muscle is hurting you. You will try to release it, and the muscle stress will be also released. Now, next go to this. How many of you heard of this Tai Chi? This is my favorite because I have seen a lot of Jet Li movies, the Chinese movies, and they do this. So I started practicing this also. So Tai Chi is again your mind, body, and soul coming in a sync together through your breathing pattern. I'm telling you again, it is the breathing pattern that will bring your body, mind, and soul in a sync. Actually, why exactly are we facing the stress, or why we are facing the anxiety is, we are sitting here right now. We are supposed to concentrate on the webinar, but in the background, there will be a problem that we are thinking about. There will be a issue that we are actually facing, and we are not able to concentrate completely on this. That means your mind, body, and soul are not in sync. So for bringing that into sync, you have to close your eyes, keep your mind open, and keep breathing. If suppose you are taking 5 breaths inside, you need to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. The count and your breathing has to come in sync. That particular point of time, you will completely concentrate on things that are happening in front of you. Now, Tai Chi is the slow body movements in sync with the nature along with your breathing pattern. Because this will be tough for me to explain to you here, I will give you the video. The YouTube link, I'll post it in the chat group. That is a 12-minute Tai Chi video, which you can actually do it very easy. It's like a bird flying through your, it's a bird flying through your soul. With a breathing pattern, it becomes more easy. I'll give the link in the chat box. Now, use your senses. Quite often, what we do when we are stressed, we throw things away, or else we show our anger on somebody, or else what we do, we keep a status to relieve our anger. But then, who knows? We can relieve our stress with all the senses that we have now. So how can we relieve? How can we relieve stress using our senses? Is sight. Look something that makes you feel happy. So whenever I'm stressed out, I open my Netflix and go and watch some Korean serial or Korean movie that actually takes the stress out of me. That is my stress buster. Or you can go ahead and look at the photographs of your family, your friends, your happy times, or you can actually go ahead and relive your memories also. So the sight of something you have enjoyed before will definitely relieve your stress because you will be thinking about the happy moments. Now, sound. Listen to some wonderful music, yeah. Because when we break up, when something bad is very happening, the very first thing we do is we keep music on and we listen to this very sad songs. I don't understand why. You're already broken. Why do you want other songs also to break you up? No need. Celebrate celebrate your whatever is hurting you, whatever is harming you. So listen to songs that are actually very peaceful to you, that can actually bring positive vibrations to you. There are many musics that your meditation centers are giving, or call up your loved ones, talk to them. You can do all this. Then smell. Go ahead, cook something for yourself because the smell of good food also relieves your stress. Go ahead, there are essential oils that can actually relieve stress also. There are few fragrance oils that actually relieve your stress. Please go ahead, research on that. Or you can even smell of a flower also can relieve your stress. Taste, as I told you, cook food what you love. Eat that. Once you taste whatever food that excites you, whatever food makes you happy, even that can be Maggie also. If it makes you happy, go ahead, cook and eat. First of all, relieve your stress. Then touch. A warm hug can really take away the stress. But thanks to Corona, we have to maintain that social distance of 1 meter or 6 meters or whatsoever. We are missing all these hugs and kisses and everything. So don't underestimate the power of touch here, because a hug from your loved ones, or even there will be a warm blanket that you are very comfortable with. You can actually drape yourself in that blanket, cover yourself with that warm blanket, listen to your music and have your sleep. Even that is very important. Movement. I am sitting here, Wi-Fi is gone. If I keep sitting here and stressing out when my Wi-Fi is gone, will it come back? No, move from here. Do what you can do. So, yeah, see, I tried, went there, called the Wi-Fi people and got my Wi-Fi back. Stress over. No, not always we can do the same, because move from a place that is bothering you. Move from a place that is actually a place for bad memories. Sometimes what happens is we always what happens in a breakup or in a relationship problem, in a financial problem, we sit in a particular place, we don't try to move from there, and we keep on thinking the same thoughts keep running to in us. That doesn't help us. Keep walking. Go. So I'm sorry, you can't go for jogging or walking outside without the mask. So please wear your mask. Go outside or take your dogs for a walk. Play something. Do not keep yourself stagnated in one particular position, because we are living beings and we have the ability to move. So please move. Not now after my session. And now, know your stresses, the very first thing. So, for some, gaining weight might be stress. For some, children not listening to their words is stress. And these days, everyone is at home, so everyone is stressed out because we don't know what to do. And we lost our jobs, we lost our peace of mind. Many people lost their living, and many people are losing the reason for their living. I don't understand. See, when is your stressor really worth taking away your happiness? It can be relieved now. Yeah, it can be, it can be actually, the problem can be solved tomorrow also. That doesn't mean you keep all your energy concentrated on that particular stress and lose your today. So when we are young, we had this particular dream, right? We wanted to become something, but we are working on becoming that particular person. But is it today the future that you planned yesterday? Today you wanted to be something. Yesterday you exactly planned the entire schedule. But today, instead of living that future, instead of enjoying that future, what we are doing is we are again planning for the next future. Why so? Nobody is going to go alive from this world. So please take your time to enjoy your life. Stress is there for everyone. As Dr. Manmohita said before, who didn't even get a thought of suicide before? Everyone, including me. Who didn't go through depression before? Everyone, including me. Everyone has a story, but everyone's story is not the same. So if someone is going through something, don't think that if I go in this way, even this will stress me out. Maybe you can find a better way to do the same thing. So please know your stresses, be it positive, be it negative. Whatever stresses you have, try to know your stressor. That's when you can actually solve that stressor. Now, stress, anxiety, and depression are caused when we are living to please others. Again, my favorite author. Exactly, we are living in a world where we are constantly compared with someone. We want to become someone, but why become someone else when you can be the own version of yourself? Because I can't be Manmohita, I can't be Smarnika Das, I can't be Manjula Khan, but I can be Priyalini Sarkar. That's what matters, yeah. Because you can't be Priyalini Sarkar. Same way, everyone is very unique. You know your fingerprints are very unique. Because why do they take our fingerprints on Aadhaar card, on PAN card, or whatever it is? Because nobody else can have the same fingerprint. Same way, you are also unique exactly as your fingerprints. Nobody can be you. Only you can be yourself. So please do not try to please others. If you build your own house with your own earnings, and I come and say, please change the color of your house because I don't like it. Do you feel better living in a house painted with my colors, my choice of colors? No, it's your hard earned. It's your life. Live it as you please. Now, my message for you is you learn some lessons in calm and some in storm. Live your life. You live for yourself, for you are precious. Storms will pass. So keep your calm. Today the storm is there, tomorrow the storm will not be there. But you do not get swayed away in the storm. Please stay calm. Take help when needed. Talk with your people. If you need any help, please approach the therapist or something. But please live. Do not lose hope. When you lose hope, everything is over. So that's my session. Now I guess with all the exercises that I have told you, we are now entering the stress-free zone. Hope you all will be free from stress also. So that's my session, guys. Any one of you have any doubts regarding the exercises or something, please message me. I'll definitely give you, I'm going to give the PPT to all of you people. So before ending the session, I again want to tell you that we all are survivors here. We are trying to fit in a life that someone else is trying to control. Even for me, the same thing happens for everyone. For all the 8 speakers present here, we are going through the stress. Even you don't know. But what many people think is okay, they are coming and speaking, which is very good. But this takes lot of efforts, years of efforts to come, years of problems to solve. But still, here we are smiling and doing this means you also can do it. Please do not lose that smile, that hope, or anything for anybody else. Yeah. Realize your stressors, identify your stressors, clear your stressors, and life is worth living. Please do not keep surviving the battle for someone else. Your life is your battle. You win it on a daily basis. Please live your life on a daily basis, not on your future plans. Thank you so much, guys. This is Dr. Priyalini Sarkar, and this is the end of my session. Thank you.